Hi, guys. Welcome back to Podcast and Chill. I'm Gwen, here to shower you with interesting and useful knowledge.
And I'm Leo, here to shower you with some laughs and a good time.
Leo, did you know Steve Jobs' philosophy is to love what you do, but Richard Branson's is to do what you love?
Ugh, two opposite ideas coming from two big guys? Which one is right, though?
Well, that's a great and also hard question. But don't worry, today's topic is all about that.
Oh, what are we going to talk about today?
We're figuring out how to live a fulfilling life.
That sounds deep and cliche at the same time.
Not cliche at all. Let's get into it.
What's your philosophy of living a fulfilling life, Gwen? More Steve Jobs or more Richard Branson?
Well, it's kind of in between. Mine is something called Ikigai.
It sounds like the name of a cool sushi place.
It does sound like a restaurant. So, Ikigai is a Japanese concept that means a reason for being. It's not just about having a good job, it's about finding what gives your life meaning and joy.
It's like finding your purpose?
Yes, but it's not just one thing. It's the intersection of four elements: what you love, what you're good at, what the world needs, and what you can be paid for.
In other words, passion, talent, purpose, and money?
Right. When those four overlap, that's your Ikigai. And here's the thing, it's not just an idea for career success. It's about your whole life.
Sounds amazing, but what happens if you only have like 2 out of 4? Like if you love something and the world needs it but you don't get paid?
Then that's your mission. It feels meaningful, but may not pay the bills.
If you love it and you're good at it but there's no market?
That's your passion, fun, but maybe not useful.
If you're good at it and it pays well but you don't love it?
That's your profession. You might be successful, but feel empty.
And if it pays well and the world needs it but you don't enjoy it?
That's your vocation. Useful, but not very joyful.
Oh, that last one sounds like half the people I know.
Sadly, that's true. Many people work jobs that pay well but don't make them feel alive.
So if someone's stuck like that, how do they find their Ikigai?
Start with reflection. Some people draw 4 circles labeled love, good at, needs, and paid for. Then they list out ideas and look for overlaps.
Like a Venn diagram?
Yeah, and after that, you experiment. Try new hobbies, volunteer, and explore different skills. Over time, something clicks.
Do you know anyone who has found their Ikigai?
Not me, but there is this man named Ken Mogi who wrote The Little Book of Ikigai. He shares stories about everyday people in Japan, like sushi chefs or calligraphy artists, who live with deep joy even if their jobs aren't flashy.
That's awesome. I mean, not everyone's meant to be a YouTuber or CEO.
Right? That's why Ikigai is different from the Western dream job idea. It's not just about climbing a ladder or getting rich. It's about finding joy and meaning, even in small things.
That's amazing.
In case you aren't buying it yet, in Okinawa, Japan, where the Ikigai idea comes from, people live some of the longest, healthiest lives in the world. Many of them say having Ikigai keeps them going every day.
So maybe that's the secret, not hustle culture, but harmony.
I love that. Harmony over hustle.
But if Ikigai isn't only about work, what else should we focus on?
That brings us to something really important: living your passion beyond your job. Have you ever heard about Hygge?
What's that?
It's a Danish word for a quality of coziness that comes from doing simple things, such as lighting candles, baking, or spending time at home with your family.
That sounds like a dream. Meanwhile, in places like the US, we often link identity with career. Like, what do you do means, who are you? And I hate it.
I know. It's not about big success or fancy titles. It's about feeling good, here and now.
Do people like that ever regret their lives, though? I mean, what if they have a great career?
Why do you ask?
Well, look at someone like Elon Musk. He seems happy, super successful. I don't think he has any regrets. And a lot of people want that. Just focus on career and go big. That's the problem. In fact, studies show that at the end of life, most people don't regret not working harder.
They regret not spending time with family or doing what they love outside work.
Yikes. That hits deep. But do you personally know anyone who regrets those things?
Luckily, I don't. But there's this nurse, Bronnie Ware. She worked in end-of-life care and collected stories from dying patients.
Wow. That sounds heavy, but also kind of amazing. I'd love to read their stories and see what they regretted the most.
I won't give you the whole book right now, but do you want to know the biggest regret?
Ugh, I hate spoilers. But yeah, tell me.
I wish I had lived a life true to myself, not what others expected.
That's powerful. I think we all need to hear that sometimes.
It's totally fine to want success. But the real win? It's not just working hard. It's finding meaning and joy, not just chasing results.
So, in other words, we don't wait for weekends or retirement to enjoy life. We must find ways to bring passion into our everyday.
Right? Whether it's gardening, painting, helping your neighbor, or just taking a peaceful walk. Those little joys matter.
That actually reminds me, I started baking during the pandemic, just for fun. I still do it once a week now. It makes me feel calm.
That's Ikigai in action. It doesn't have to be a career. It just has to bring you joy and add value to your life.
I support that 100%. We can all design a life that feels good, not just looks good, but like how? How do I even know which part of life needs more attention?
Good question. There's actually a tool for that. It's called the Wheel of Life. Super simple, but really eye-opening.
Sounds like something from a board game. Do I spin it?
Not quite. Imagine a circle divided into slices like a pizza. Each slice is an area of life: career, health, relationships, fun, personal growth, and so on.
And what do we do next?
You rate each one from 1 to 10 based on how satisfied you are.
Ugh, my pizza would look like a very lopsided. Then,
Probably. But that's the point. It shows you where you're putting all your energy and where you need to give more love.
my fun slice is a 2 and work is a 9. I guess I'm kinda out of balance, right?
Yeah, the more uneven your wheel is, the bumpier your ride in life.
So, how can I fix my pizza? Do I have to sacrifice one slice to save another?
No, but yes. The goal is to get more balance, even if that sometimes means we gotta lower one slice a little so others can grow.
Man, that's tough. I wish I could just have it all. Like, have a cake and eat it too.
Honestly, you can if you stop seeing everything as separate and start connecting the dots.
What do you mean?
Think of it like cross-training for life. What you love doing in one area can fuel other parts of your life.
Okay, give me an example.
So, let's say you're really into music. Why not bring that into your social or family life?
You mean like forcing them to listen to my playlists?
Haha, not quite. More like singing together or doing jam sessions if they're into that.
So if I'm into cinema, I should have some movie nights with them?
Yes. Or you can try baking together, gardening, or even painting. A lot of people think passion only lives in hobbies or work. But actually, your passion can make your relationships richer too.
Like, if I love cooking, I can share that with my family?
Why not? You could start a Sunday tradition, cook a new dish together, and invite people over. It's not just about food, it's about connection.
That's kind of beautiful. I always thought family time had to be like watching a movie together.
That works too. But adding something you care about brings more meaning. Same with community, you can use your interests to give back. Love photography? Offer free family portraits at a local shelter. Love hiking? Join a cleanup group.
I never thought of using my passions like that. I usually just post stuff on Instagram and call it a day.
Nothing wrong with that. But when you share what you love, you also grow. That's personal development in action.
But what if I also want some me time?
That's important too. A healthy life includes balance, personal time, and together time. It's okay to say, I need 1 hour just for myself.
Noted.
And don't forget to save some room for personal growth and health.
That's where I usually struggle.
Most people do, but you don't need big changes. Start with small daily habits.
Like morning yoga?
or journaling, reading, stretching, even watering plants. Do something that brings you peace.
Even when I'm bad at it?
Yeah, why not? As long as it's legal, you're fine doing whatever that is joyful to you. Mindful hobbies like knitting, gardening, or even painting can improve mental health. They calm the brain.
I tried painting once, it was fun, and I felt peaceful.
That's because you're entering a flow state, a deep focus where time disappears. It's good for happiness and emotional health.
It really works. I forget my phone, forget my to-do list, just me and the pencil.
And it's truly powerful. Studies show people who do hobbies they enjoy, even for 15 minutes a day, feel more balanced.
But what if I'm bad at it? I mean, I said painting made me feel good, but my painting skills aren't exactly at Van Gogh's level. It's more like an elementary student's one.
You don't have to be good, you just have to enjoy the process.
Okay, now I'm motivated. But how do I make time for all this? I have many slices of pizza, yet only 24 hours a day.
Welcome to the world of time management, my friend. Set clear work hours and protect time for yourself. Schedule joy time like a real meeting. Don't let your job eat up your whole day.
So, maybe no checking email at 10 p.m.?
Yeah, write that down now. And you can create joy blocks in your schedule, like meetings, but for fun.
Ooh, like Tuesday, 8 p.m., Leo's karaoke night.
Perfect. When you schedule joy, it becomes a priority, not an afterthought.
What about our surroundings? I heard it can help too.
Definitely. Environment design really matters. Make your space reflect your interests.
So if I love music, maybe I hang my guitar on the wall?
Yes! Or keep your books out, put your paints where you can see them, and light candles.
Oh, just thinking about scrolling through TikTok in such a cozy and warm place can fly me to the moon already.
Hey, put the phone down.
Why? Scrolling makes me happy.
And it can make you stressed and irritated as well. My advice is to reduce screen time as much as you can, especially in the evening.
That one's hard.
But you'll feel more calm and creative when you're not glued to your phone.
Really?
Most people do. Less digital noise means more mental space for creativity and peace.
Oh, I didn't know that. I guess I can give this digital detox a shot.
Yeah, and both your heart and your brain will thank you later.
Gwen, this has been eye-opening. I feel like I need to sit down, draw my wheel of life, and rethink my time.
That's the first step. Just being aware is powerful. And remember, it's not about being perfect. It's about small shifts in the right direction.
So maybe I won't quit my job to become a painter in Italy just yet.
Not unless you're sure. But you can paint on Saturdays, or take an art class, or decorate your home with colors you love.
Step by step. That's doable.
Absolutely. Passion doesn't only live in careers, it lives in your kitchen, your community, your quiet moments.
All right, Gwen, before we jump into the questions, let's hit our vocab spotlight.
You read my mind. First word, Ikigai.
Ooh, the famous Japanese word.
Yup, it means your reason for being. Basically, what makes you want to get up in the morning.
So like, when I play music and forget everything else, that's my Ikigai?
Exactly. Playing piano every morning is my Ikigai. It makes me feel alive.
Next up, vocation.
It's when your work feels like a duty or a calling.
Like a firefighter or a nurse.
Yep. Even if it's hard, it feels meaningful. For example, teaching is more than a job for her, it's her vocation.
Now this one's fun. Hygge. I thought it was a hug.
Close. It's that cozy, calm vibe. Think candles, warm socks, good tea.
That's literally my Friday night. For example, lighting a candle and reading a book at night gives me that Hygge feeling.
Fourth one, wheel of life. It's like a life check-in.
A pizza chart for your emotions?
Basically, you rate parts of your life to see what needs love.
For example, after filling out my wheel of life, I realized I was ignoring my health.
Last one, flow state. Sounds magical.
It kind of is. It's when you're so focused, time disappears.
Like when I game for 6 hours and forget to eat?
Kind of, but ideally with painting or writing. I painted for hours and didn't even notice the time. I was in flow. Okay, Gwen, let's see if our listeners were paying attention.
Quiz time. Here's the first one. What are the 4 parts of Ikigai?
Is it A, sleep, snacks, shopping, and success? Or B, what you love, what you're good at, what the world needs, and what you can be paid for?
We hope you picked B, unless snacks are your passion, then we'll allow it.
Second question coming right up.
Ready?
What does Hygge mean? A, a Japanese fighting style? B, a Danish word for cozy, peaceful moments?
If you chose B, congrats, you're officially cozy.
If you picked A, well, no judgment. Hygge does sound kind of ninja-y.
All right, listeners, your turn.
What's one thing that gives your life meaning, even if it's small?
Is it painting, helping a friend, morning coffee with no emails?
Tell us in the comments below. We'd love to hear your Ikigai moment. Well, Gwen, I gotta say, today's chat really got me thinking. I'm definitely going to start using that wheel of life and find my Ikigai. Maybe I might just roll my way into a Saturday skate session this weekend.
That's the spirit, Leo. Remember, it's all about finding that balance. It's not just about work. It's about making space for what lights you up in all areas of life.
So guys, what step are you gonna take first to find your Ikigai?
Tell us in the comment section below.
That's it for today, folks. Thanks for listening.
We'll see you next time on Podcast and Chill. Keep living your best life.